लाइट चली गई ही। क्रिप्ट खत्म करिए, डीएलसी स्टार्ट करिए आज।
Expect what is I'm well I had if I what would but if you had what I would it is a picky I bet it so
Aye, and
we're alone.
that's true.
What the
Well, it could you
rub
know, it's just
what would
my mother. I don't know about that was
what you
what am I that's
I have to
that
Catherine
You kept
no
you.
oh,
I if
you can you said
really sweet, but I there.
I don't
The same.
okay.
Good.
Good.
It's good, but I.
I want
Oh
no we could
I. What
what's your plan
now? A long bath, a good meal.
I need all that as well. I was talking about the future. What will become of us?
Us? Maybe it would be good to have someone to hold me again
Teresa?
when I go to sleep. But I've grown out of dreams. There.
What if they came true this time?
We'll see.
Thank you for the evening before my departure.
I was afraid.
So did I.
You lied to me. I'm not angry. Nice.
I needed someone to share my burden.
So did I. Let's not talk about it.
I have to go and see Hannah.
So I heard. Farewell.
E and dissolve. Use. Permanent.
Jizka,
Henry, I'm glad you found the time.
what did you want to talk to me about?
About your future. I've commanded countless men. And no doubt I'll command many more. You have something the others didn't. I know you're still in the service of Lord Perkstein and have duties to carry out in that regard, but I wanted to tell you if I would be honored if you stood by my side.
That would be an honor for me as well, Zizka. It's just that I don't know right now what Hanush wants from me. If he has another task for me.
I understand. You don't.
What are your plans now?
Now, let's celebrate our victory properly. Then we'll go back to the Devil's Den and get some rest. I'll leave any further negotiations to Jobst and Rat. It's not over yet. The King and Prokop of Luxembourg are still and it's hard to say whether Sigismund will want to release them. Maybe we'll have more work to do. That's why I'd like to have you close by.
What did you think of the final?
Nothing. I didn't see much of it, but even through the fortress walls, I could hear they didn't have a chance again.
You could tell that by what you heard.
I hear the grass grow. I can find my way just by listening, with eyes closed if necessary. That comes in very handy when you're captured.
I hear we lost the silver.
They got to it yesterday. If only you'd arrived one day sooner. What can we do? I reckon God wanted us to stay. We'll have to look for a way to make a living like we used to.
I found Brabant in the camp.
I'm glad you did. I haven't such a buffoon. I never realized what he was really like. Oh well, a lesson learned. At least he can no longer deceive anyone. Like after what he did to Ada, that's all he deserved.
any case, you had your fair share of adventures. Accept it. You can have fun a while longer, at least. That's possible. We'll see. Something like that.
Here I am, sir.
Good work, Henry. You're a blacksmith.
Thanks, sir.
So now, to the reason I wanted to talk. As you no doubt know, there's a big change in store for Hans.
He has to get married.
Has to, wants to, it doesn't matter. He's going to. As you can...
Ah, he'll get you.
Thanks, sir.
That's just what I've been telling him. It's clear that if it were up to him, he'd keep putting off the wedding in the hope I'd change my mind. But I won't. I've given my word to Lord Botsek of Kunstad, and I don't break my word. So your job, Henry, when the time comes, is to make sure the wedding actually takes place. And if our young lord refuses, you have my permission to drag him kicking and screaming to the altar if need be. After all, who else should take care of him other than the young lord's...
That's right. I'll make sure he doesn't run away or something.
Excellent.
And when is it supposed...
You'll find out in good time. In the meantime, stay in these parts till Butchek and I arrange all the details with Herald.
I thought we were going back to Rat...
We'd just be losing time. I'll give you coin so you can find decent quarters and have enough to live. Radzig also agrees you'll stay with Capon as his right hand.
All right. Where is my...
Somewhere in the fields outside the village. He took his unit to rout the last of the Pragas. They should be back around now. You could go to meet him. He'll want to hear how you fared today. And he won't be disappointed if... Go with God. And don't forget what he said.
Safe journey, Hannah.
Come here!
Quick.
आखिरी सिनेमैटिक है रात हो गई Father, Martin, Mother. आ गया मार्टिन आ गया मदर कितने
The story has ended. So, are you happy now?
ओ मदर भी आ गई
I'm happy.
But at what price?
War is a dirty business. No one has I didn't understand that before.
I know that feeling. I tried to tell you about it. But I reckon there are some things you've got to figure out for yourself.
For instance,
Should I have sat back and done nothing? After everything that happened?
whatever you did, it was your
It's right that you dealt with Istvan Toth. To hell with the sword, but that bastard had it coming. But I'm a little afraid that revenge might have become the only thing you care about. Brabant and Owlet deserve to be punished, but death darkens the mind.
He chose his path. We can't reproach him for that.
But sometimes it's better not to play by their rules. Better not to be like them. And turn the other cheek.
The other cheek? They deserved it. I must have sworn 1,000 times never to turn a blind eye to evil, let alone... And that's what guided my actions.
You behaved as your conscience dictated. Nobody can reproach you for...
You chose a different path than I'd like. But I'm not the one to... I hoped you wouldn't make the same mistakes as me.
In war, there are times when you only have bad choices.
And still you managed to stay clean. You spared the innocent, even though it would have been easier to sacrifice.
Malashov, Semyon, innocent people shouldn't have to die. I'm glad I found the courage to
All right. You avenged an evil act. But you behaved like a bandit. Plundering and rob...
There was no other way. We just had to win. And sometimes, to achieve victory, you have to use every possible means.
Why lie to yourself, Henry? Where did all that evil in you come from?
Oh, don't leave.
You trampled everything I taught you underfoot. You've turned into the very thing you wanted to take vengeance against. You're just like Istvan.
What the fuck?
Farewell.
What the fuck was that?
Go with God, then. Don't forget what we said.
Safe journey, Hanush. Send my regards to Bernard.
I'm happy.
But
I didn't know.
I know.
for instance, whatever
It's right, but
he chose...
But some better not.
The other and that
You...
And you spare.
All right.
Sorry. It would never have happened if I wasn't in such a bind. I'll pray for God's forgiveness.
Well, I suppose you're right. On the scales of good and evil, maybe the good you did outweighs the evil.
You should hope the Almighty will understand.
Nothing's black and white. Sometimes you have to make tough decisions in life. And God alone can judge whether you made the... But in the end, you did it. You saved your friends. Capon, Rosa, the Jews, and Samuel, your brother.
Not exactly.
I'm glad you two became...
Why didn't you tell me?
Because I didn't know. I just had an inkling. They took Sarah away on account of me, and I had no idea where to look for...
You can be proud of him.
It seems this chapter of your life is over.
I'll stick with Hans Capon. I want to see a bit of the world. Learn things, have more adventures. I don't want to be stuck in some hole.
One day you'll realize that's exactly what you want.
Time will tell.
Well, whichever way your path leads, Watch out for that Eric. I don't think he's going...
Don't worry.
Well, it's time to say goodbye.
Farewell, Henry.
God go with you, son. I've a feeling you've got a lot ahead of you.
Will I ever see you again?
Who knows?
We've had so little time for each other.
Good luck. You'll need it.
So, this time it seems it really is the end.
Father.
You did it. You got them. Toth, Van Owlitz. Even that damned scavenging ginger fox is gone. Your mother and Martin would surely be proud of you.
Perhaps. In a way.
Of course they would. You avenged them. You prevented a war, you saved a lot of people, and after all that you're still in one piece. That's not a bad performance for an ordinary bastard. You even succeeded in getting that adventurous sword of ours back.
Your sword.
Your sword. No, 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 no. It's your sword. No. I made it for you.
It all started with this. Martin truly was a brilliant blacksmith. It sings so nicely. But it's not singing for me. It's yours, son.
What happens now?
Now we'll get on with life. Do you remember what I told you? That there are some things in the world worth living for. Blue skies, warm sunshine, green grass underneath your feet, beautiful girls,
Good wine, good people, and a fine steed underneath your backside, yeah.
Enjoy it while you can. I can assure you nothing lasts forever. And if you're missing that excitement now, which I'm sure you are, you can be certain that it'll find us again itself one day. I believe there are interesting times still ahead of us. By the way, that buxom lass that you were with?
What, Catherine? Oh, come on. She's old enough to be my mother.
So what? I think you could do with a bit of mothering. Besides, a well-built lass like that, she'll see you through the hardest of times.
Was?
No. I'm telling you, Jai Devil is a hell of a marksman. I'd bet my right arm that, drunk as he is, he could still hit anything you care to point. Remember Von Orlitz?
Now, you really bet your right arm.
In fact, I will go further. Hinek. Your crossbow.
Come in, Rayo! I heard about some William fella who shot an apple off someone's head. Or was it Walter?
At least take that. Who cares?
Oh, come on!
Shut up! You're wasted. Never seen you this bad. Come on!
This will go down in history.
Holy shit. Don't. Jijek Marina pra.
Hinek, you fucking moron!
Fuck.
Evening after Italian court robbery. Oh, Sigismund.
What is it?
Sire, I bear news from the Italian court. There's been a robbery.
What?
Apparently Margrave Yob's people, they freed the hostages and stole all the silver and vanished.
Maria.
All our silver?
All of it, but that's not all, sire. Word has come that Jobst is mustering an army and is planning to go to the aid of Kuttenberg.
Oh, that treacherous little whore. That snake. That fucking turncoat! Get out!
Get out, proper nahi aa tu?
What are you still standing
Ah.
there? Spit it out!
Sire, Ladislaus of Naples, he's declared himself King of Hungary and lays claim to your lands. He landed at Zadar with an army.
Anything else?
Well, your Cumans plundered the estates of the House of Wallstein. The widow Anna is demanding compensation.
Compensation? Compensation she wants. That little widow? And how are we supposed to pay that when there's no one even capable of guarding our treasury in the middle of fucking town? Anything else?
No, sire, that's all, sire.
This fucking country! Fucking Bohemian!
Yo!
Hard-headed, insidious
Accurate.
woman! Let the whole fucking rest of them rot in their own containers! We're going back to Hungary. Get packed immediately and give the orders.
Sire, how am I to pay the wages of the Prague troops?
Do you know what happened to our silver from the Italian court?
I do.
Then fucking get it back! Give it to the Pragas for all we care. Do whatever you like with this accursed Czech silver.
But sire, I would need something to...
Paji, guys, kismet. You have finished the main story, okay? So Hitler is liberating and the forces under the command of Jobs of Luxembourg. Razik Koblamai to Prague. The pro-Sigismund coalition has fallen apart. And Otto von Praggers are negotiating a truce. Together with Ziska Band, you are back in Devil's Den. If you wish, you can return to completing unfinished side quests and exploring the Kuttenberg and Trotsky regions. सही है, complete हो गया. देखिए उन साथ तो full complete है game. Yep, full complete है. Good. हाँ brushes of इथे यार ना brushes. यार overloaded क्यों हूँ मैं? मुझे समझ नहीं लग रही है. Horse.
Your service. You have a
चलो बात चलिए पहला दे.
kind master.
And then brushes off the dead करिए. Start DLC. दो तीन घंटे खेलते हैं आज. तो कल पूरी कंप्लीट कर देंगे.
Darning and sewing since
Bibi, where are you at? Ari?
Good afternoon.
Okay, I can't.
Great. What? I didn't know what happened.
Whoa.
Let's go. कितने पैसे मेरे को? Strength 30 या JT 30, very nice. पैसे कितने मेरे को? पैसे मेरे को ये बात तो 13,000 है. सही है. बहुत है.
My respects.
I want you, but if... Here you are. All right, we're ready. We can... Let's
go Trotsky region.
Are you whistling just for fun?
ਉਹ ਹੈ ਹੀ ਨਾ ਗੱਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਪੀਡ ਆ
Quick!
Brushes off dead with the dead.
Tried everything, you know. It's hopeless. For God's sake, can't you be quiet even for a moment? I never gave up. I just wanted to get out of here. Don't you play games with me. You can count yourself lucky I'm tied up. What a stroke of luck. You turned up just at the right moment, lad.
What are you doing here?
Well, nothing much. I was standing around when someone decided to tie a tree to me. It's awful. Jesus Christ be praised.
Tied a tree to me.
Forever and ever.
Would you be so kind?
Sure. Why not?
It's lucky you happened to pass by when you did, lad. I hate to think what beasts might be lurking in that forest.
कल तक खत्म कर देंगे यार 2 घंटे
I'm, watching your back, friend. You can count on that.
What is it, Mutz?
कितने घंटे रात 88 आवर्स अच्छा 88 आवर्स लगे मैंने गेम खत्म कराने
Thank you, lad. I'd like to embrace you now that I finally can. What do they call you?
Henry of Scalitz.
Magister Voiticus ex Aridus.
You've got a pretty strange name, I'll tell you.
It's Latin. But you can call me Voiter. It's not really my name. But what is it?
What were you doing with that skull? Was it my...
Well, sometimes I just do that to sort out my thoughts. Better than talking to myself.
There might be something to that. Just recently, I was talking to a ram. Where did you actually get that skull?
Let's say it's my personal muse. It notices things I can't see and tells me about them so I can paint them. I'm a painter, you see? And apart from a few unpleasant moments lately, I spend most of my time over there at the castle.
And you were looking for inspiration by the tree?
I ended up there partly because of my own curiosity, and partly, because of the
Do you always talk this vaguely?
Only when I'm trying to look imposing. You know, with my hands tied behind my back, I didn't make the best first impression.
Believe it or not, I've had even...
Really? Then you have to tell me about them, but preferably...
So what is your name then? Voita, or that Voiti?
Well, that depends on who I'm talking to. But for you, I'm simply Voita. Nothing else is worth mentioning. Or a...
So you work at Trotsky?
What would a painter do? With brush and paint, I bring beauty to where there was only emptiness. In short, pretty much everything. Restoring the murals and the banquet hall, a few new shields for the castle garrison, and mostly decorating parchments. My opus magnum still awaits me. Only time will tell what that will be, but hopefully it will reward my years of toil.
All right. So what exactly happened to you?
They nearly shot me, then beat me up, and finally tied me to a tree.
You know what? Tell me the whole story, not...
Actually, this whole day got off to... I went for a walk to Slatigo. The scenery there is lovely, and I needed to clear my head a bit. But imagine an arrow. These two fellows had set up an archery range among the trees, but they somehow failed to notice they were next to the... By way of apology, they invited me over, gave me a bit of wine to calm my nerves, and one of them offered to play dice, but he seemed to win suspiciously often.
He was a...
I noticed he was secretly turning the dice, but instead of apologizing, he started shouting at me, and his mate, and then I woke up.
Where exactly did all this...
Like I said, at the crossroads north of Slatigo. Those two had set up camp among the trees, right...
Oh, you're pretty lucky you survived at all.
Luck had nothing to do with it. It's all thanks to you, my...
Don't mention it.
Really? Then maybe you could help me one more time. It certainly wouldn't be for...
And what exactly am I supposed to help?
Leaving me here for the wolves apparently wasn't enough for those two. They robbed me as well.
Can you even tell if something's missing in this?
Yes, my dice, and especially my set of brushes. I could live without the dice, but I can't paint with chicken feather.
All right, I'll help you.
I wouldn't ask that of you, my friend.
All right. I'll make damn sure those two give everything back.
Thank you so much. But if I may ask...
Don't worry.
Then I was damned lucky that it was you who turned up. There are plenty of...
All right, then. I'll go and look around for your...
Thank you. I'll head back to the castle for now and think of a way to repay you for all of this. You'll find me in the loft, in the tower called the Crow. But first, I'll tidy up here a bit, and most importantly, finally have a sit-down. You know, I was standing tied to that tree for quite a while, and these legs of mine aren't the youngest.
Where is it? Okay. ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਲਾਗੇ ਵਾਲੀ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਕਿਹੜੀ? ਵਧੀਆ ਸਪੀਡ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਪੀਡ
Quick!
ਸਵੇਰ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ
better. I told.
Watch out, someone's here.
Hey there, stranger. Come and join.
हाँ जी गेम खेल रहे हैं हाँ कुछ नहीं है ना ही करिए मैं तंग ना करया करो मैं गेम खेलता हूँ गेम खेल
Do you remember the painter, Voiter? I'm here for his things.
What? I don't know no Voiter. Let alone...
Really? I found him tied to a tree under Trotsky. He said you took his brushes. And... some dice?
That's a nice story, but I'm telling you, I ain't got no idea what you're talking...
If I were you, I'd remember... Right now, Voiter is willing to let it slide. But if I come back empty-handed, he might want to handle it the hard way.
All right. Clearly that blow to the head wasn't enough, but if I was you, I'd give that loudmouth a few more knocks.
What really happened between you?
Well, Yura mistook him for a deer. Shame he missed.
And then?
He was a bit shaken, so we invited him over here, only that crackpot started spouting all kinds of weird nonsense. And then there's that skull of his. Tell me, who in their right mind carries a human skull around? Well, you know how it ended. He got a beating and ended up by the tree.
Wait, what weird things was he saying? Voiter described the whole thing to me completely...
Well, he was lying to you. Now you see what kind of a...
Or maybe you're the one...
Then I wouldn't have admitted we hit him over the head with a stick, would I? I'm telling you, there's something off about that fella. He was telling Yura that someone's going to murder him or something. And get this, he claimed his skull told him. If I was you, I'd watch out.
Where are the paints?
We divvied them up. I was in need of some new dice. Yura wanted the skull, but I talked him into taking the brushes instead. And a good thing, too. I never want to see that grinning monstrosity.
Can I take those dice?
Hang on! Just like that! Do you even know what I had to do to get...
Whack someone over the head with a...
Exactly!
How about we play for them?
All right.
I'll check how... Here am I, groschen?
I hope Lady Luck will be on my side. I hope you don't throw like that again. Like this. These ones here. That'll do me. Roll. These ones here. Oh no! Not good. Here. Like this. Damn it! They're yours, lad. Let it be now. I want to play too, you know. That's as far as I go. It's yours. No great loss. It wasn't that good anyway. Like this. Here. These ones here.
Bust.
My God! Oh, come on! Here.
Yeah.
Oh, no! Not good.
Wow, you go. पर फिर भी
You must have a lucky... By thunder! If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I'd say that...
No devilry here. Just a sign that you should hand over those dice to me. Maybe then your luck will...
Here you go. May the paint...
I'm here for those brush...
What brushes?
Don't bother denying it. Clovis has already spilled every...
Oh, and he was the one telling me to keep my mouth shut. Said we'd be rid of that man.
Why did you beat up Voitel?
Well, it was mostly Clovis. Although I
heard that part already. What happened next?
Well, we brought him here. But then he started saying all this strange shit. He had a skull with him, like he wouldn't let go of it. And I honestly couldn't tell if he was talking to us or to it. So I asked him what he was up to. And he says this skull sees things he can't see.
What exactly did the skull reveal?
Like, it said I looked like some captain from Colleen who sired a lot of bastards. So I might be his son. And it's true I'm from Colleen, and I never knew my part. Only the captain's brother, he said, is hunting down those bastards and killing them so they can't claim any inheritance rights.
And you believed him?
It was really convincing, I'm telling you. When that fella talked about all them murders, I felt like the Grim Reaper was breathing down my neck. He would have told me more. But then Clovis hit him with that stick, because he saw how shaken I was.
Well, that's quite the tale, but you could have kept it to yourself. Voiter told me what really happened. You played dice with him, and when he caught you cheating...
Horse shit! I'm telling you, it's not a bloke. More like some kind of...
Clovis said you have the painter's brushes.
Look, I'd love to, but this whole thing stinks. How do I even know you really know the painter? Maybe you're just...
Honestly,
doesn't matter anymore.
Look, you've already run into Voiter once, and you're still clearly shitting yourself from it. And now imagine what he'll do when I tell him you won't return.
If he cries into his pillow over them brushes at night, I'm sorry. But I'm just not handing them over to you.
What use would paintbrushes even be to them? You just like to show off with that bow, don't you? And then secretly scribble lewd...
Fine. Let's settle it with a shooting match. I'll wager the brushes, you put up a nice pile of groschen.
Oh, damn.
Well, get one yourself. I ain't... Farewell, my friend. Why are you showing that off? Pathetic. Very good.
I challenge you to a shooting match. You wager the brushes, and I'll put up...
I accept.
I'm not betting that.
I'm not.
Farewell.
All right.
Take up your positions. Let them fly.
And we're home free. Oh shit, I'm not hitting a thing. Watch and learn. Shit, them arrows are flying all over the place. Oh shit, I hope I didn't hit anybody. Oh shit, I'm not hitting a thing. I won again!
You're always welcome here. No.
My God! Well, get one. Take care, sir. Well, farewell, my friend. Get away with that weapon. Very good.
I challenge... All right.
Farewell, my friend.
Get set. And go.
Too bad my old woman ain't seeing this.
Man, fuck this shit.
My old woman ain't seeing this. Down you go. Oh shit! I hope I didn't hit anybody. Oh shit! I hope I didn't hit anybody. And we're home free.
Man, fuck you.
Again.
May God give you health, sir.
Are you going to shoot, you madman? Is that supposed to be a threat? Very good. Greetings.
I
accept.
All right.
Archers, get set. And loose.
What the fuck is that supposed to be?
Watch and learn. Down you go. Oh shit, I'm not hitting a thing. And we're home free. Oh shit, I'm not hitting a thing. I won again.
See you later.
Fuck this shit, man.
My respects.
You want to shoot someone? Get away with that weapon. Very good. Welcome.
All right.
Get set! And loose!
Down you go. I can't even piss straight today. Watch and learn. Watch and learn. Watch and learn. Well, I'll be. But I admit it was a fine win.
शुक्र है
God!
I could one by go to you guys.
Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
मैं another enemy
See
नहीं
your
है
friend.
Whoa! Whoa!
Slow down, idiot!
Slowly. Nice and slow.
Are you blind?
Whoa!
Not this careful.
I've got the stuff they stole from.
You must have been sent by God himself.
It's nothing. But tell me this. What kind of trick were you playing on me? I asked those two what happened, and they said it was you who started the argument.
Me?
They said you suddenly started acting really strange.
Nothing. If I did anything odd, it was only after they hit me on the head.
All right. I reckon I should trust the one who ended up tied to a tree, rather than those who tied him.
I see it exactly the same. Tell me, how did things end with those two? Did you settle things peacefully?
Yes. Well,
I'm glad to hear that. And don't think I'm going to express my gratitude only in words. Here, take these dice of mine. They've brought me nothing but trouble. And to be honest, I wanted them back just so I could give them to you. And not, you know what? I'll paint something on your shield. Judging by the look of you, that could be a very useful...
What do you mean?
You may have the face of a village lad, but you're a warrior. Even my painted skull can see that.
It feels like you know me a little too.
It's just your imagination. I only know what others have told me about you.
Like who?
Does it matter? Instead, tell me what you think of my idea for the shield. It's a good...
That's a really nice reward.
If you want, we can get started right away.
How much do they pay you?
Not enough, friend. Definitely not enough to make up for all the trouble this...
It's intricate work, isn't it? I saw a workshop in a monastery once where monks copied and illustrated books, and they didn't look too happy doing it.
And they don't even create anything themselves. They just follow patterns. But someone like me has to think 3 times about where the first stroke of the brush will go before... In short, you need a subject, and it's...
I don't know. Your little walks don't usually end well. Can't you just...
Of course, I could sit on my arse and paint only what the lords tell me to. But I work differently than other painters. I've got much higher...
Why are you painting here in Trotsky?
Because I can. An artist goes where the work is. They don't get to choose. One day you're decorating a cathedral, the next you're illustrating letters.
I thought monks in monasteries did that kind of work.
And you'd be right. Well, mostly. A monk will illustrate a book for you, but nobles and clerks are more interested in letters and contracts. Every year they have stacks of them written, and they all have to be nicely Do
you still need help with something?
Do you feel like you haven't done enough?
I simply like being useful.
Really? There aren't many people. Tell me, Henry.
I would say so.
So do I. And I think that the fact you found me and saved me was no coincidence.
Why do you think so?
Call it vanity if you want, but I've spent my whole life yearning to create something truly great and me, so that even 100 years from now, people would know that someone named Voiter...
I don't know. I don't know many painters.
No? What about Master Theodoric of Prague? Or Giotto of Florence? And surely you've heard of the works of the parlour.
Well, all of those are more like exceptions.
And that's exactly what I want to change. Believe me, one truly exceptional painting would... And here in the Trotsky region, they say there's a place that could serve. Unfortunately, no one really remembers where it is, but you have already proven yourself to be quite skilled at finding lost things. Maybe that's why fate brought us together, to help me with my...
It really doesn't just sound like a coincidence.
Well, I hope you won't think I'm a heretic, but I'm curious what people believed in before they'd heard the word. What did they think would happen after death? And where did they worship their... And they say that such a place can still be found in this region, a shrine where the pagan god Velez was worshipped.
I think I saw that name in a book once. Something to do with cat...
Excellent, Henry. Velez is said to be the ruler of the underworld and protector of cattle. He looks like an ordinary man, but he's got horns on his head, so people sometimes mistake him for the devil. So, what do you say? Will you...
Why are you interested in things like this?
A pagan? A madman? Or perhaps the devil himself?
Very droll. How do you even know that such a place exists?
It told me. That is, I heard about it from the locals. Around Trotsky, there are still plenty of pagan sites. Maybe you've noticed them Not that I think anyone still prays in them.
All right. I'll help you.
Go to Vidlak Pond, north of Takov, and talk to the old woman who lives there. You'll find the place easily. They tan hides there, so you'll smell it from miles. The woman's name is Kvietoslava. She should know something about the shrine.
Are you sure the old woman knows anything about the shrine or Velez?
Absolutely. I've walked around Vidlak myself. There's a place on the hill above the pond that's called the Witch. I thought I'd find the shrine there, but unfortunately not. No horned head. So I asked the fishermen and tanners down below and found this Kvit, but getting anything out of her is no easy task.
Didn't she want to talk to you?
Well, she wanted to, sure. But her memory isn't what it used to be. First, she mistook me for her husband. Then her grandmother. Then she tried to feed me garlic soup. And finally, sent me off into some swamp.
Where did you say I could find this Kvietoslava?
West of Takov, by Vidlak Pond, among the tanners. You'll know it by the stench. It nearly...
Keep the peace.
थर्टी सारा कुछ 30 है. ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਹੋਈ हाँ वो गलत जगह आ गया.
I'll help you with that.
Good wife. Do you know any...
Come closer, lad. Now that I see you up close, aren't you? No, you're not. But you look just...
Like who?
My Vlasta. It's... I've been a widow for so many years, but I still look out for him every afternoon, expecting he'll come home along the... He'd always pick me flowers. And when I greeted him, he'd grab me around the waist and spin me until my skirt flew. And all the dance...
That must have been a long time.
And he wrote me poems. And with...
Did you end up living here all alone? Don't you...
The children went out into the world and my husband went to heaven. Benish, who was sent here from Trotsky, helps me sometimes. He doesn't say much, but he's a good...
Sorry, but I'd really like to know if there's a shrine around here. It might have pictures or...
Bulls? My grandmother used to tell me stories about one like that. But maybe...
And did she say where it was?
Maybe. Oh, I don't know, lad. My memory's fake.
It would really help me if you could remember the shrine. What might refresh your memory?
I don't know. Since Vlasta died, I've been completely useless. Honestly, I kind of hope I'll forget him soon, too. Maybe then I wouldn't miss him so...
Come now. You're supposed to remember the good things. You said he used to pick you flowers, right? Well, I could do that too. Maybe...
Well, if you really want to cheer up an old woman, Vlasta always picked me valerian. Made the whole... what did you say?
Nothing. I'll pick some for you too.
Valerian के थम रुबान chamomile Valerian भी white ही होता पर white dandelion है वो हो सकते पोपी
God bless you, sir.
अभी पोपी I don't see a Valerian. Dandelion eye bright. Nettle. Alright.
I've brought you your favourite flowers.
Ah, yes, valerian. Fresh, it smells almost as nice as my Vlasta. I mean, while he was alive. May God grant it.
Right. And how about that memory of yours?
Of course it is. I see it all now. Vlasta always brought me flowers and said, Kvetushka. Oh, dear. I still have that dress, but I haven't...
Well, why don't you put it on? I'm sure it'd suit you just as well as it used to.
Oh, no, lad. It's had its day. Full of holes. The buttons on the sleeves are gone. I wanted to mend it, but I can't even thread a needle anymore.
I'll happily mend your dress.
That'd be kind of you, lad.
If it helps you remember, that'll be more than an...
All right, then.
किथे टेलर किथे
I mended your dress.
Lad, you've got golden hands.
And what about the shrine?
Such a lovely dress.
All right. I'll dance with you.
Lad, I can barely stand. And I can...
Well, then I'll at least recite you some verses. You said Vlasta used to make up poems for you, didn't you?
That'd be lovely. You know what? I'll put on that dress for it. God knows if anyone will ever give me this kind of attention again.
Lol.
I'm ready. You can start.
There was a pretty girl who lived alone with her granny. Together through good and ill, though longings she had many.
Mm-hmm.
When the maid became a woman, she found herself a fellow. He brought her flowers, this man, to scent her feather pillow. And soon it came to pass they were joined in matrimony. Through the night she danced, and he smiled at his one and... I trust you'll not forget to live your life with... Now it's time, you said, where I'll find Velas's...
Lad, you talk like a preacher. I haven't felt this kind of life in my veins since... Now the neighbours will be whispering that I've got a suitor.
Good heavens.
But you're really clever. Your ma and pa must be...
I hope so. Since we're having such a nice chat, tell me, do you remember any pagan shrine nearby?
Wait, that does ring a bell. Like someone's already asked me.
No.
Do you mean the protector of cattle, Veles? My grandma told me about him, and even took me there once.
That must be...
Because he had horns, see? I thought he was the devil himself. I hear...
God, why dost thou torment me?
But where was it? There are so many places. She used to take me to a rocky hilltop between Rock Tower Pond and Kerchak. It's a little to the south. There was something made of stone. No. Wait. By Nebukah Fortress, there's a little stream. Near the spring, there was some kind of pagan statue. No. You know what? You'd better take a look south of Lower Semin Pond. To the east of it, there are marshes with a stream running through them. If you follow it and keep your eyes open, you'll definitely find something. There are always loads of deer and roe.
Oh, God, thank you. And thanks to you too, good wife.
Wait.
Oh, no.
I just remembered. Who else asked me about Veles? A peculiar little fellow in a red cap.
Me?
No, you know what? Don't tell me. Some things are better left unknown. But be careful around him, lad.
Careful?
From the short time he was here, it was clear something wasn't right with him. His eyes were full of sorrow. If he's hanging around you...
Okay. D, E and F. ਪਹਿਲਾਂ D ਵੇਖਦੇ ਫਿਰ E ਫਿਰ F.
Whoa!
A boulder in the middle of a stone circle. This didn't get here by chance. Damn. No horned head here. Whatever was here, it's got nothing to do with Veles. What's that by the stream? Some kind of idol?
Good dog, Max. Show me.
No, this doesn't look important enough. Looks more like a small pilgrimage site than an actual shrine.
You value your...
Surely this is it. I need to see it from close up. Corva. I found the shrine. There's a man here with a knife in his head. Before I bring Voita here, I need to make sure it's safe.
Graham, right now. I'll kill you.
Beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! Show what you're made of!
Alright, that should be the last of them. Now no one should ambush Voita here.
ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਬੁਲਾ ਲਾਂਗਾ ਬਟ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਜਾਣਾ ਤੇ ਸਮਿਥ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਬ੍ਰੈਕ ਸਮਿਥ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਹੈਗਾ ਟਰੋਸਕੀ ਕੈਸਲ ਬ੍ਰੈਕ ਸਮਿਥ ਤੇ ਟੈਕਲ ਚੁੰਦਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਪਰ ਆਰਮਰ ਗੇਟ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਵਾਂ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ
God bless you, Henry.
Sure.
I'm glad you found what you needed, Henry. Take care. Great.
अच्छा मैं सोचे
God be with you.
I'm sorry. My word. This is a nice workshop.
It's very modest. But if you're interested in the craft, feel free to look around. Just be careful not to get paint.
Why not? I know where the Vela shrine is. There was a small band of bandits there, but don't worry.
Bandits? And tell me, did one of...
I don't think so. They look...
Oh, it's nothing. The important thing is, you found the shrine. I knew I could count on you.
Sure.
Damn. I painted him with an extra tooth. Well, let's just say it's a happy little accident.
Ah, kurwa!
Divine justice served by an apple.
Is it done yet?
What do you think?
Wow. Now that's what I call a painting. Not that you managed to capture the shapes and, what do I know? I've seen a few pictures, sure, but the most I've done myself is paint a house wall brown.
Well, that's just one step away from picking up.
So? Did you find what you were looking for?
What I needed, yes. What I hoped for, sadly, no. It's not the kind of piece that will endure through the ages.
Chin up. Maybe the lords at Trotsky will like it, and you'll make good money from it.
Oh, the lords will like any kind of hack work. I'm toiling over this for entirely...
What reasons? Why are you...
Let's just say I'm doing it for my own peace of...
Sviatoslava mentioned...
Really?
Well, she said I should be careful around you.
Oh, grannies always worry, especially about young men like you. But whether I'm troubled, or by what, that's no concern of yours.
While painting, you seemed so calm, but now you seem a bit off.
Nothing. Just...
What, you mean...
Just like we're talking now. I hear this place too. It tells me of the history of this shrine. Still not sure if it's a blessing.
Well, and what now?
I'm done here, so I'll head back to the castle. If you'd like, I could paint something on your shield while I'm... And while you're at it...
Oh, no. You've got another job for me, haven't you?
I thought you'd be pleased. You're the one who asked me for something like this not too long ago. But don't worry. I've just got this one little idea, and I...
Don't you want to tell me right now?
No. I need to sort it out a bit first. Otherwise...
Don't worry. I wouldn't...
That's noble of you. But I'd still...
Good to see you.
Have you decided what you need my help with?
Aye. At least...
What's that stuff that you keep drinking?
Oh, just something. For courage. Better tell me, do you know the saying...
I've heard it.
I've always hated it. But lately I've been wishing it were true, and that God would be gracious to me.
That sounds like you need a priest.
What I really need is paints. I'm running...
And what has God's grace to do?
Well, I want to try something. You know, pigments are often mixed with egg yolk. It makes the paint more durable and resistant, and I want to use an egg that probably no one has tried before. And before you ask, just about everything from the bird kingdom has already been tried. I've fallen out of trees chasing.
That would explain a lot.
I know exactly what I need, but I can't.
Oh, come on. Just tell me what...
In short, I want a basilisk.
Look, don't take it the wrong way. I'd help you if I could. But I reckon the last basilisk around here died ages ago. I've certainly never seen one at any merchant store.
Well, that's because basilisks don't lay eggs. They hatch from eggs laid by a black cockerel and brooded by a toad.
Where can I get a cockerel egg, of all things? And how do I even tell it apart from a hen's egg?
It's easier than you think. People at the castle talk about all sorts of interesting... They say a rather unusual black cockerel runs around the yard of some Slavic in Samine. I'd start by asking him.
Who, the cockerel?
Very droll.
Can you tell me where to find a toad?
They live in wetlands and by stagnant water, and they croak quite loudly. Apparently there are lots of them near the ponds around Zheleyov.
All right, I'll find a place where the toads are croaking. But what then? How do I make them...
You don't. You just place it in their nest and wait to see if one sits on it.
But I could be waiting until doomsday.
Oh, don't exaggerate. Leave it there for a day and a night, and I bet...
And how'd you tell that?
Well, who knows? Try.
First, you nearly get eaten.
I don't...
And then... What did... So let's sum it up. I find a cockerel egg, leave it in the toad nest for a day and a night, and then bring it back to you.
Exactly.
Okay.
See polite people like you.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
फूड लेके आया मैं हाँ नहीं तो मिल ही जाओगे ट्रॉस्की रीजन ट्रॉस्कोविट्स हनी ओके
Hey, you.
Whoa!
Listen to what I have to say. Bloody expensive.
I'm sorry.
God bless you, sir.
I heard you've got a rather unusual cockerel.
And what's so unusual about that? A black cock.
True. But I've also heard you're a cockerel.
Oh? Where do you hear such nonsense?
Ah, you know how it is. Rumours spread and everyone twists and embellishes them. I'm just...
Someone must have been pulling your leg. I don't have any cockerel like...
Don't worry. I'm not a bailiff or an inquisitor. I'm a student from the University of...
Oh.
I don't mean you any trouble. I just want to have a good look at the cockerel. I've seen a boar give birth to piglets and a bull that gave milk. People always talked about blessings or even miracles. Wouldn't it be a shame to keep something like that from the world?
All right, I'll tell you, but I'd really appreciate it if you didn't spread it around too much. I did have a black cockerel. A young one, since my Boniface died recently. But that black one was so small and stunted, just so I decided to put it down and took it to the woods. A run like that wasn't even fit.
Did the black cockerel really?
Oh, aye. One evening, it started drooping its head in a strange way, and I was worried it was going. Then the next morning, I go to the coop, and the little devil is alive and well, sitting on eggs. And the next day, it's at either it was stealing them from the hens, or it was laying them its...
And did you keep any of its eggs?
No. I took them away along with the carcass. Who knows? There might have been something devilish about them.
Where exactly did you take the cockerel?
Just over there, to the edge of the woods. There's a little dung heap. You might still find it there.
All right.
Christ, pardon me.
Slowly. Nice and slow. Quick!
Whoa!
Here he is. Poor thing.
Eketeri. should put the cockerel egg. पता नहीं बकरी कल खेडांगे गुड नाइट